Sundays at 4 o'clock. Please join us every Sunday.
Your excitement.
Right here on 1460 AM and
Your excitement at seeing Donald.
KCNR1460.com. It's the kitchen
Yes,
sink
so
with
that was
Rachel
it. How
White
you
on
guessed?
Free Fire
Yeah,
Radio.
because I feel the same way.
Hear us streaming
Every time
24/7
I see
at
Donald, I'm
KCNR
excited.
1460.com.
You know, in that movie, The Wizard of Oz, I gotta say, that good witch was really not a good witch.
Which witch is
She,
which?
she was a bad witch, because you know what? For the instant that Dorothy got those awesome red shoes, she could have told her, hey, you want to go home? Snap them shoes, lady. You know, but no, she kept it clear out to the end of the movie.
Well, because she needed to learn a lesson about friendship and going into the beyond. And
To the beyond.
But the witch didn't. The witch did not read the script.
Yeah, and
That's why. So she
And,
didn't know till the end.
And you know, Frank Morgan was one of the best actors in that movie. I've always liked him.
We
You
wanna
know who
let-
he was?
the lion.
The Wizard.
The wizard.
The Wizard was Frank Morgan.
Well, you know, you don't have to adjust your radio. You are listening to.
Don't mind that person behind the curtain.
And now we have a
Pay no
guest.
attention to the guy behind the
Yeah.
mic.
Yes, we have a guest. We have someone who's called in. Good afternoon, Ann. You have a question for Robert? For young Robert.
Oh,
The
thank
other
you,
Roberts
Ann.
are
Thank
old.
you.
Well, the Robert sitting next to me has just been condemned.
Yeah.
And you don't let him wear his Dorothy suit anymore, or his other suits, his Tinkerbell suit. I don't know why, our
You're not supposed
engineer.
to.
Underneath. Oh, then that's all right.
Poor Don is he's surrounded by 4 Roberts.
You told him about the Dorothy suit?
Oh, well. And now it's time to ask Robert the question.
Oh, they were incredible.
I have seen. I'm trying to see more and more. The more and more that I come, I've seen the big ones like Gone with the Wind, The Wizard of Oz, and those huge, ginormous ones, the ones that exploded and changed history. But I'm trying to find more and more of the extreme classic films.
We got to get you a 3D TV. I just got. Your dad's going. Yeah. Well,
Dad says, set us up.
I just got the Little Rascals in 3D, which is cool, and some of those others which you need to see. But like our caller is suggesting, I think for your education you need to watch North by Northwest. You need to watch some of the Marx Brothers.
I will.
They're a little outdated, but
Duck
they
Soup.
can be funny. You need to
Bringing Up Baby was one of the classics.
Bring Up Baby was great. Catherine
I
Hepburn.
still fall on the floor laughing with that movie.
One of my.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get in big trouble. Don't watch the ones I like, even though he's a scoundrel. Woody Allen, I say that nobody goes, no, but he's brilliant.
He was
And
great in
makes
his
some good-
movies.
and he does, but he doesn't seem to. I can't believe somebody's been in therapy for 40 years.
Yeah, he was
40 years in therapy.
Yeah, he was screwed up in his personal life.
Yeah, the 40s classics. You're right.
Robert, tell.
We're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what the movies did was save people's sanity in the Depression.
Yeah.
You could spend. I talked to somebody the other day, and they saved up 15 cents. It sounds silly. They saved up 15 cents so they could go to the movies and get away from the Depression and the state they were in, just for a
Exactly,
couple
yeah.
hours. Can you believe? Yeah. Remember the double features? What they don't do very often now.
Double features plus cartoons.
Yes.
Now we can't hardly make it through one movie.
And what they do is, and what I used to like is they used to have sneak previews.
Yeah.
And you'd go into a sneak preview of a movie, and it was a major movie many times, and some of the actors were right there in the audience. They were right there getting audience reaction.
Yeah. And also too, back in those days, those double features plus the cartoons were the best babysitters around. You just dump your kids off and let them watch them, you know, the double feature a couple of times.
What's
come back
really
and get 'em.
interesting, and then let's get back to Robert, and that was when I, in high school, I was an usher in a movie theater, and they had a movie called The Children's Hour. Well, that was a very adult movie with an adult theme, and these people would drop their kids off, buy them tickets, drop them off, they go in there, and they come out, what did you see? And they told them.
Tell them they grew up real fast. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them, it was about two adult women's relationship in a private school, and it was, they got educated. Robert.
Wait, I
While
want to ask
we're on
Robert a
the
question.
subject of 70s
Yes.
classics, let's not forget Mel Brooks and all of Blake Edwards'
Oh.
comedies.
Oh yeah.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blazing Saddles? No.
I believe I have seen parts of it.
Yeah, it's
not all of
fine.
it. Yeah.
At one
I
day, at
really
one
do.
time, when he's ready for it.
Robert-
I
And
love Young Frankenstein.
you like Young Frankenstein?
Yeah,
Wasn't that funny
it was
or not to
alright.
you?
It's
Oh, okay, you're not
It's
ready.
just, I was so confused
little over
on
his head
wait,
for
what's
him.
going on here and there. And
Well, you had to watch
Princess
the
Bride.
movies before that because he played off a lot of those. I want you to tell Ann, if you would, what you plan on doing in the future as your career.
I want to be a movie director.
You can start now. You've got some cameras and you've got the inclination, and I think you got the feel for it. But before we move on, what are your objections or what are your thoughts on Meryl Streep?
I don't have any. I was just saying that she gets so many Oscar nominations.
Why do you think?
She could get an award-winning soap commercial.
What, you didn't like
He's
Prada?
What's that?
Oh no, that's the Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil
But
Wears
the
Prada.
reason she's getting so many nominations is she can be. There's a few actors, Dustin Hoffman, Meryl Streep, and many others I can learn who are not the same person all the time. You can go through half of their movie and not know who they are. For example, I saw a movie I didn't really care for, Liberace, and what's very interesting, almost to the end, I didn't know that Liberace's mother was played by Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah,
It just threw me.
I saw that, yeah.
That was the
good.
first time. So I like an actor's actor who you don't know who they are sometimes because they're into the part and present it so well that they're not Robert De Niro, they're not John Wayne, they're into the character. And that's what Meryl Streep has the ability to do.
To
Yeah.
reinvent herself.
Yes. What do you feel there, Ann?
Yeah.
And you realize that was her top grossing movie?
Yeah.
Of course, the musical score was
Yeah.
great too with ABBA.
Abba, yeah, the whole thing was Abba.
ABBA, yeah, it was great. I liked that. What surprised me is he couldn't sing a bit, but I didn't mind the
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh yeah, you'd never expect him to sing.
But he tried.
Yeah.
He went there and tried something I would do.
Robert? Yeah. Yeah.
like
Robert,
me.
I have a trivia
funny.
question for you.
Yes.
Okay. What was the Oscar winning song in 1939?
It's one from The Wizard of Oz, right?
Which is what?
The witch is dead.
No, Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
You said the witch is what? And
No,
I-
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what's confusing.
No, okay, I'm sorry. No.
Which is which? No.
What was his
Rainbow.
name? Now here's another bit of trivia for you. You know they almost pulled that song from the movie.
What, really?
Yes.
Why is that, Robert?
Because they thought it was going to make it too long, but they almost pulled that song
Trying
from
to
the
Somewhere
give
movie.
a
Over the
classic.
Rainbow?
Yes.
Wow. And then that song would have never been anywhere.
Never been any, and it would have never made Julie Garland's career.
Mm-hmm.
That song made her career. See, it's amazing how certain things. This is what I call kismet. Certain things were meant to go a certain way.
That's what my wife and I met. We kissed when we met. No, wrong thing.
Anyway, I thought I'd tell you.
Okay, while we got everybody here on the air and listening, performance by an actress in a leading role. Whom are you going to pick?
I am going with, I think who will win is, I don't know, it's kind of tough between Meryl Streep, August Osage County, and Kate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine. But I think who should win is Sandra Bullock just because of how terrified she acted. Like, you know how she's usually in all those silly splashy comedies?
Yes.
Like, and I when I first saw her, I knew it was Sandra Bullock, and I thought if I didn't know it was Sandra Bullock, I would have never guessed that it was Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, then that's what I'm talking about. Somebody who matures into being an actor or an actress. that they get into the role, and you lose your, so you don't say, oh, there's Sandra Bullock or there's so and so.
Yeah. In fact, I was watching a thing with Sandra Bullock where they're talking about the making of that movie, and there was a couple of scenes where she was seriously scared, just the setup and how they did it. So it's
Yeah.
amazing how they hung her and how they had them do the effects of being in outer space and stuff. Excellent.
Performance by an actress in a supporting role.
We have Sally Hawkins for Blue Jasmine, Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts for August Osage County, and June Squibb for Nebraska.
Yeah.
I think I'm not really sure because Jennifer Lawrence could win, but she just won last year, so I'm not really sure. It's definitely a possibility. And if it's not going to be Jennifer Lawrence, who is my first guess, I would guess Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years
Well,
a
you
Slave.
should win an Oscar just for saying the name.
Yeah, I can't say it.
I
He's doing a
couldn't
great
have said
job.
it. So you got the names down. Okay, so now we're going to go.
Animated feature?
If you wish, yes, best animated feature of the year.
We have The Croods, Despicable Me 2.
Hang on, did you see The Croods?
Yes, I did.
What's it about?
It's about these old caveman people trying to find a better thing in the world than getting an egg every week, gulping it down, and then living in their cave and watching everyone around them die.
That sounds like my life.
Yeah, sounds like something that we're living.
My wife says, everyone here, take your egg, get out of here.
There must be something wrong with me because I cannot get into animated films.
I like them
There is
sometimes.
something wrong with you.
I have
A
a
Despicable Me was fun.
Yes.
I have a
Oh,
rough
yeah.
time, except for that one that they made where they had Jessica in it. Not your
Who
wife.
framed
Oh,
Roger
no.
Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit.
Who framed,
Robert
who
Rat-
framed Roger
Yeah.
Who
Rabbit?
framed Robert Rapp? I liked it because it had people in it too.
Yeah, what was that
Porky
Feet
Pig.
movie? That was good too with all the penguins. That was good.
Okay, now who do you predict? Okay, go
Oh,
on,
wait,
Robert.
so we have Despicable Me 2, Ernest and
These are Clementine.
Frozen, and The Wind Rises. I think that Frozen will win just because of all the hype it's got, and I think Frozen should win. I think it's a will win and should win.
Okay. You know,
Very good.
the time flies. Look at it flying. It's time for another commercial.
Ooh, wow.
Stick around, Ann.
Don't you love it?
Yes.
Get on board, Ann, and pipe in when it's time to pipe. That make any sense?
All right. Shall I take us out of here?
Take us away, baby.
You're listening to KCNR 1460 AM, community radio for the North State. And our illustrious Oscar guy, Robert's with us. I see the hands going up over here.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.